Hello, my name is Christian, and the item that I am presenting today is a ultralight fishing rod. Um, this specific rod is aimed towards smaller fish, and it is called an ultralight because of how bendy it is. And this bendiness is very important in keeping the tension between the rod, the line, and the small fish. And this tension is very important in keeping the um, the hook stuck inside of the lip until it is fully reeled in, so you don't lose the fish. Um, I'd like to start off with a quote. Um, Give a man a fish, and he eats for a day. Teach a man how to fish, and he eats for a lifetime. And that is essentially what my dad did to me. I have been fishing for a good amount, 14 or 15 years. And it goes all the way back to my dad. My dad started fishing when he was about my age, late teens, and he would always show me photos of him fishing and his biggest fish. Yeah, and eventually he had me, way later on, and um, he like brought me to a trout farm. A trout farm is like a beginner's lake, I would say, because it's a very overstocked lake full of trout, which is a type of fish, um, and it's very easy. It's very easy to catch a fish. So it's teaching you about technique, um, moreover than just getting the fish, but also like getting the fish. You have to pay for each fish, which is really pricey at the end. But anyways, yeah. So that's where he taught me how to fish, and when I say taught, he didn't really teach me until later on, and I'll talk about that in a second. So yeah. So the first time I went, I was about um, 4. We went out. I really enjoyed it. Um, I was a really outdoorsy kid. I loved getting dirty. I played in the mud. Um, I played around with bugs, that type. And yeah, for me it wasn't at the beginning just about fishing, um, because it was more of my dad's activity more than anything, because he was the one who was always like setting up the rods and casting it out, and all I really did was reel in the fish. Um, Eventually, over time, I've gone a good amount of times there, and eventually I got into actual lakes, like the regular local lakes, and there um, he taught me more. He taught me how to cast and how to properly reel in bigger fish, because all of the trout at the trout farm were baby fish. Eventually, I went with my friends. I went with my middle school best friend. His name is Reggie. Um, we would go very often, maybe 3 times a month, with our dads. Our dads really enjoyed fishing together, so we would go with them. And eventually, it started becoming my hobby. I just really enjoyed going. And me and my friend had a dream of just us two going together every week. Every week we wanted to go, but we would have to depend on our dads to actually go there, which sucked because um, like over time, our dads kind of started getting busier, so we ended up going less. This ended um, in high school. So eventually I got my license, and my friend also got his license. So we started going more, and then I had to become more independent. I didn't have my dad. It was just me and him, and we're just at this lake, and I was forced to self teach myself the things that my dad didn't teach me. As we were going for other species of fish besides trout. So The species of fish is called striped bass. It's pretty sizable compared to a little trout. And after this, we started going more. I taught myself how to, um, you know, set up the rod, where to cast, how to cast properly, how to cast out far, and I was really proud of myself because of this independency. And yeah, it really taught me how to be proud of myself, like just being on my own. And it really is a symbol of me growing up and getting into college. Like, I am doing all of these things without my parents, without the help of my parents. And yeah, as I grew more independent into the sport of fishing, um, I found happiness in like teaching other people how to fish. Um, there's one instance where I was just shopping at Walmart and in the fishing aisle, and I came across this dad and son. they didn't they looked really lost, and they didn't know what they were doing. So I went up to them and I explained to them that I've been fishing for a long time, and I helped them. I helped them, and yeah, they didn't know what to get, so I just helped them out. Same thing with my friends. Whenever they needed help with fishing or they wanted to get into it, I would reach out and help them. So yeah, fishing. In conclusion, fishing has became a symbol of me growing up, me becoming more independent, away from my parents, and it taught me how to be prideful in the things that I do. So thank you.